This is a presentation about Kairos, which was an important concept for classical rhetoricians. They stressed the rhetor's ability to adapt to and take advantage of changing contingent circumstances. Isocrates, for instance, writes that educated people are those who manage well the circumstances which they encounter day by day. Kairos is also very important in Aristotle's scheme of rhetoric. It is, for Aristotle, the time and space context in which the proof will be delivered. It means whether in both ancient and modern Greek, and it also means, in the plural, the times. The ancient Greek word of kairos means the right moment or the opportune. The two meanings of the word apparently come from two different sources. In archery, it refers to an opening or an opportunity, or more precisely, a long tunnel-like aperture through which the archer's arrow has to pass. Successful passage of a kairos requires, therefore, that the archer's arrow be fired not only accurately, but with enough power for it to penetrate. The second meaning of kairos traces to the art of weaving. There it is the critical time when the weaver must draw the yarn through the gap that momentarily opens in the warp of the cloth being woven. Putting the two meanings together, one might understand kairos to refer to a passing instant when an opening appears which must be driven through with force if success is to be achieved. Classical rhetoricians seized upon kairos as a term defining the goal of effective communication. Mick Doherty, in Kairos, Layers of Meaning, says, to recognize the audience quickly and make a lasting first impression worked hand in glove with building a rhetor-audience bond that would last at least through the duration of the argument at hand. Aristotle himself identifies kairos as intrinsically related to audience. That is, it is important to get the attention of the audience, but to occasionally choose a moment to reawaken them to the attention of the speaker. That moment, recognized and chosen and acted upon, is the moment of kairos. We've talked a little bit about what contingency is, which means something that's dependent upon or conditioned by something else. Since circumstances for writing are always changing, the conditions in which we make our argument, there can never be more than a provisional management of your opportune moments. Provisional meaning something that serves for the time being, something that's temporary. Therefore, we need more than one method to address a given writing or speaking situation. Here's an example of that. When we move from paper to a screen, we realize that the opportunities for addressing an audience change slightly or sometimes dramatically. Email is speedier, for instance, or e-writing is speedier versus more deliberate writing for paper. E-writing is more interactive and paper is more static. And therefore, the social dynamics change and the communication opportunities change. Let's say you wanted to write about healthcare. What you might say and how you might frame it, in other words, your strategies of argument, would change depending on the writing situation. If you were writing to your congressman versus writing to your friends on a Facebook page urging them to take some action, versus writing a letter to the editor or writing a position paper for class, all of those situations would change the opportunities for you as a writer, and therefore you as a writer aware of kairos would want to take advantage of those changing opportunities. My last example is a video from the video artist Zay Frank, who makes timely videos for Time.com. He takes advantage of two events, the Kanye West, Taylor Swift catastrophe at the Video Music Awards, and also the moment in President Obama's healthcare speech when Representative Joe Wilson from South Carolina shouted, "You lie." Here he's trying to make his own point about respect, and I hope you'll follow the directions on screen to find this video, because I think you'll enjoy it as an example of a writer seizing the moment to make a point. If you want to become a writer who's more aware of kairos, you might ask yourself some of these questions. Who are you speaking to, and what is the occasion? Has the audience already heard a lot about this, and what form has it taken? Is there something in this occasion of which you can take advantage? What's expected and unexpected? Can you do the unexpected thing and take advantage of that? What do you hope will happen as a result of your having written? How can you use the occasion to improve your chances of that desired outcome happening?